the SwimOutlet.com team division. Custom team gear, bulk discounts, all the best racing brands. Build your own online team store in just minutes. Go to SwimOutlet.com/teams for more.
I think Michael said it best. He made his 5th Olympic team in Rio, and he said, I think that was the most nerve-wracking. It doesn't get any easier. And of course you feel obligated once you make one team that you should not be given a spot, but you feel like you should be on that team, you know, if you've done it once. But especially in America, there's always young talent that's coming up and nipping at your heels. So if anything, it'll be a bit more pressure. I think a bit more pressure on me to make the 2020 team.
SwimSwam embedded with Speedo during the photo shoot for the release of their new swimsuit, the Speedo Fastskin. There we caught up with Olympic champion Caeleb Dressel, coming off of his 9-medal performance at the Short Course World Championships. That has to feel good. Are medal moments what Dressel lives for?
My favorite times for the sport of swimming is when there's not taper meet up on the horizon. So I've got a couple months until Worlds, but right now it's just training, having a good time, you know, getting better in practice. You don't have to worry about how you feel in the water. You don't have to worry about the meet coming up because it's 8 months away, or probably less than that, but there's nothing really to worry about.
So Dressel likes training. What's it like in Coach Greg Troy's pro group? We know Dressel's done some distance training in the past. Is he doing the same work as the D guys?
No, so some days we'll have 3 different practices. Most of the time it's 2 different groups, 200 up, 200 down. That's usually how Troy splits it up. But someday if you want Mitch to go maybe a longer freestyle set, and then Mark and Jan to do an IM set, and then me and Enzo to do just a freestyle like short sprint set, then they'll split it up. So it's normally 2 different groups, sometimes 3, and just depends. And then sometimes if it's a test set, we'll just all go together.
A lot of people think 2018 is a down year, and they start ramping up for the Olympics in 2019. What's Dressel's approach?
I don't want to say it does ramp up, but I mean, Worlds is just as big a focus as it is for Olympics. I mean, it's the same competition. Definitely plan on doing well in 2019, but with Troy's kind of schedule and whatnot, after Worlds, we're going straight to a training camp. So, I mean, the main goal is, of course, going to trials, making the team, and going to 2020. But 2018, kind of a down year, and it is fairly mentally relaxing to kind of get away from all the pressure of international competition, what it brings, and some of those highlights. But I think 19 to 20 will be fairly similar with the way the schedule is set up, at least from Troy's side.
If you follow Dressel on Instagram, you know he's got a lot of hobbies. What are his interests lately outside of the pool?
My big thing now is my dog. I mean, every day I'm outside training with her, just kind of for bonding stuff, but she gets to run around and have fun as well. So I would say my dog is number 1. She goes everywhere with me. Her seat in my truck is shotgun. She knows it. If anyone's sitting there and she's riding with us, she doesn't know what's going on. She's like, what the heck, get out of my seat. So my dog is number 1. Usually my de-stressors after practice is kind of messing around, like making music, whatnot. I usually go play on my drums. That one's kind of nice because that helps if you're angry as well. You get to hit stuff. So that one's a big one. Drums, dog, and then honestly anything outdoors. I've been getting into, or I want to get into doing some camping stuff, so I've been kind of making a collection right now. I just got a tent, new sleeping bag, so I'm gonna start building on that. And then there's plenty of places to go in Gainesville, so we'll go from there. I'm always into new stuff, I feel like, every time I talk to y'all, but right now camping is the newest.
Dressel's admittedly always finding new distractions outside of the pool. Being a massive star and a fairly new pro can be taxing mentally. What importance does Dressel place on keeping his mind fresh?
You need something to get away from it. As obsessed with the sport as I am, I mean, I love reading into it. I really like, diving into the sport literally and like finding new things out about it, because there's so much more that I can learn in the sport, but at times you do get sick of it and you got to get completely away from it. That's when Jane comes in, helps me out, talk to her, can go train her out in the field, not be thinking anything, regarding swimming in the least bit. And then the practice logs help as well. Once I put pen to paper, write down the practice, kind of thoughts on the practice, it almost helps me get rid of it, whether it was good or bad. If I have a bad practice, it's hard for me to kind of wind down from that, because I don't like having bad practices. It makes me anxious. If I feel like I could have done something better, even if I have a good set, if I feel like I could have gone faster or made a move earlier on in the set, I'll lose some sleep at night, because that's in a moment where I feel like I could have gotten better. So when I put pen to paper, write down what the practice was, helps me get rid of it, and then I can move on and just have my chill time at night. So once I get home from practice, I don't do any more work stuff, no more emails, no more calls. It's just kind of relaxing, playing drums, playing with Jane, and then maybe strumming on the ukulele. That's about it. I'm happy for him. I think it was something that needed to be coming up sooner than later. I think with him dropping college swimming, because he's a new man on deck. I get to see it every day. He sings and dances on deck, which, believe it or not, is a thing with Troy now, which is kind of scary. But he's got just more energy. He's a new man on deck. You don't have to deal with some of the stress that collegiate swimming brought. So he's happy with the group. He puts all his focus into 9 guys, and we want to be there and we want to do well just as much as he wants us to do well.